If you want the tea, come get it seriously. Talk about your favorite web series. Right here on Seriously.
All right, guys, we are back again here at Seriously Podcast. I'm Mary.
I'm Brittany.
And we are continuing our recap of For the Love of Jason. We're going to wrap up season 1 because season 2 just came out, if you guys don't know already.
Yes.
And we kind of just want to catch you guys up before we really dive into season 2.
Yes. So tell us how you guys feel about the characters. If you didn't start season 2 yet, start it with us. Wait for us. We got to catch up a little bit.
Got you.
Send us your QCCs everywhere at Seriously Podcast. On all social media platforms. Listen to us on all podcast platforms at Seriously Podcast and watching us on Black Oak TV. So, For the Love of Jason follows Jason going through the motions of dating and life and love and friendship and everything, all those hard hitting, situations when you hit like your 30s. So, and we're seeing it from a guy's perspective, which is very refreshing. And so let's finish out season 1.
Yeah. So the way we're doing it, we're going to have these characters step forward because we need to have a chat.
Next on the docket.
Come forward. Next on the docket. Okay. First of all, we're starting off with Lacey, Stacy, whatever you want to call yourself. Okay. Come forward, young lady. Young lady, come forward.
Bring it up. Yep. We want to talk to you. Really quick.
We want to have a quick chat. Okay. So she meets this new guy. At first, she's very hush-hush about it because it's new. She doesn't want any outside distractions to kind of sway her opinion of this guy. Like she wants to keep him positive in her mind, which is totally understandable. Right? This man brings out this feminine energy in her that we're not used to seeing.
That's true. Very dainty. She's really that very girl, dainty. F you, she's really hard around the edges. He definitely brings him.
Right. He also happens to be wealthy, sophisticated. He's giving grown man energy. That's what she needs. That's what she wants. And we're happy for her.
Of course. A little hiccup for her. He is of Caucasian descent.
Yes, he is. Yes, he is. Different.
I feel like us as Black women, we're always like, should we switch to the other side? Or, are people going to look at us crazy? Even dating outside race is always tricky. So it's something that she has to adjust.
Yeah.
We see them on a date and she's teaching him things. Bye, Felicia. He's like, whoa, this is new. I never knew.
Yeah.
Who's Felicia? So, especially if you're dating outside your race, you have to understand you have to teach them things. And are you up for the challenge?
Yes, because that can be exhausting very, very quickly.
It's like, I don't want to. I'm not against dating outside your race. Listen, if I like you, like me, let's see what's up. But definitely teaching is exhausting. Like, I got to explain everything. You got to know a little something. A little something.
And I have to like you enough to want to keep explaining.
Yeah. I got to really like you.
Got to really like you.
GP time is invited to the cookout means do we really want to do that all day?
Yeah. So when she's on this date, freaking Brian, because he's jealous of what he sees her happy. He sees that she's the type of woman that's not chasing after him. He goes and interrupts that date.
Yes, he does. And last episode,
we're gonna have a chat with him quickly. Shortly after this.
But last episode we did discuss that there was some maybe sexual tension between them, that I hate you but I love you type of relationship. So we're gonna put a pin in that. In that right there. So, but how corny is Brian though? I'm enjoying my date, minding my business, and you're going to disturb it for what?
Yeah, I didn't even know you were here because I'm not
thinking about you. You don't need to talk to me. Oh, okay.
At all.
Yes, we're friends. I guess we see each other on the regular, but keep walking.
Who told you to stop?
Nobody. She just really made it awkward to the point where her date is Steven.
Yes.
Okay.
You got a name right. I love that for you.
Very rare sighting.
Very, very rare, y'all.
to Steven, and to the point, like, was that because she said, like, oh, I'm just with my friend, we're catching up. So it's like, if this is our fourth date, you're calling me your friend, just a friend, that's a red flag. So he's like, is that your ex?
Is it though? What is he then?
Not a red flag, but it's like, But I think what for her, she didn't like say it was a date. Like, it's a date.
Yeah, she should have just said, this is my date instead of,
why
like,
are
this is my
you
friend.
trying to shrug it? Yes, we're friends. Of course, we're not official.
Downplay it, yeah.
But for her, she just wants to take it slow.
Right. I mean, she bounces back. They bounce back. He still invites her to be his date for his brother's event. Yes. Things are good.
Yeah.
She also booked a Netflix show. So she's going to be rubbing shoulders with some power players. Yeah. Okay. And she needs to get ready for that. But she clearly isn't. Okay. She's still a little insecure, feeling out of place around white folks. And she talks big, but she feels very small. Yeah. And at this brother's event, she ends up embarrassing herself.
Yes, she does. She thinks everyone is talking about her when everybody's like, who are you? No one's even paying attention to you, sweetie. Like, she going off on everybody, like, we're not talking about you. We're talking about this lady over here. Like, she's very insecure. And we saw that in the last episode, too, when she saw her ex with that girl. Like, she has a lot of insecurity she needs to work on.
Yeah. That's why she be talking herself up and talking about women and talking down on them, is because that makes her feel better.
And I think because she does it so much, when she heard those women talking, she automatically thought it was about her. Like, no one.
Yeah, no one's talking about you.
Nobody. Steven reassures her that, like, we're good. Like, no one's. It's fine. I think they moved past that. They were good, right?
She left. She definitely left.
She left early.
Yeah, she said, "I don't belong here," and left.
Okay.
And the mom was like, "Gorgeous girl, but what's wrong with her?"
She said, "Is she okay? What's going on?"
No, she's not.
The mom, she's not.
I'm so sorry, but she's not.
I think I would leave too, because you embarrass yourself.
Yeah, there's no coming back from that.
You have to go. There's no. You can't stay.
Especially because you guys came early. Yeah. The event hasn't really even started.
That's true.
And you embarrassed yourself?
Already? We just got here.
Brian.
Come
to the front.
We want to do Brian this early. I almost felt like Brian could go last. We got a lot to say. Just come on.
Brian, step forward. Quick question. What are your credentials?
That's a great question, because we have seen nothing but trash from you. And then we open up to you being a marriage counselor. You're not even married.
Who is hiring you?
Who said you can do this?
And why are they hiring you?
And why do you have clients that are signing up to listen to you?
Madness.
I don't know if I could take a marriage counselor serious that's not married.
What are your credentials, sir?
And you have the nerve to be trying to give advice to these couples of pushing through and making it work. And you are treating your fiance like garbage.
Yeah. First of all, you're not even using your words when you're talking to your clients. You're using your friend's words, because he questioned you about your relationship with your mama, and you gonna switch it and put it on your clients.
Credentials, where are they? I need to see documents, because there's no way. There's no way. Alicia, we finally meet Alicia. We said we want to talk to her.
Finally.
We want to talk to her. We want to see what she was about. And she came.
You step forward as well.
While we have him, you come right in.
Let this be a couple session right here.
Move over, Brian. Thank you. Alicia, first of all, kudos to you for, jumping in and trying to get to the bottom of it. But how many days has it been? You didn't see him that night before?
Yeah.
You didn't see him? Right. The friend just sent this to you? What's going on here? So I had a question there.
Yeah.
I don't even know what else I need to say to her. We also see, and then another thing with her, she breaks into this session, if you will, and then, she storms off, then she goes ghost for a couple of days. He can't reach her. Do they not live together?
That's what I thought.
Okay.
That's what I thought. I said, whoa. So where did she go?
Maybe she went to like a friend's house, parents' house. And so they finally decide to have this conversation in a restaurant. I don't want to have this serious conversation. I need to get to the bottom. I don't want any distractions.
Right.
We need to do this in the house.
Yeah.
So that was another odd thing for me, Alicia.
Very odd. Back to Brian. Okay. I'm so disgusted with him because he don't take her serious at all. He's not convinced that she would ever leave him. He's like,
Alicia ain't going nowhere.
He said those exact words to Jason. Alicia ain't going nowhere.
Sir.
Prime example of how some men take advantage of women. and their niceness.
He's a narcissistic person. I'm so disgusted with him.
He really, really is.
She wanted to know why he's dragging his feet with this engagement, and he had the audacity to flip it and reverse it on her and try to psychoanalyze her. He tried to become Dr. Brian in that moment.
I said, how dare you put on your doctor voice?
I think you're feeling the pressures that society has placed on you, and it's causing you to give an unrealistic timeline of when we should get married. It's called an engagement process for a reason. Many people rush right past the engagement phase. I see it all the time with my clients.
Shut up.
This table's going to get flipped at any moment.
The table should have been flipped. You're not talking like that to me. This is real.
What are your credentials? I ain't your client. How dare you?
You think this is a joke, and that's the problem here. That's the problem.
Then he told on himself and said, you keep saying we've been together for 3 years, but we had multiple breaks. She said, pump the brake, because no, we did not.
He said we had one, and it was like 2 days. So what are you saying?
You must be talking about someone else.
He said we've been engaged for 3 years, had multiple breaks, so we only been engaged for a year. Where are you getting this math?
You have a psychology degree or a math degree? Which one is
Either one, they both are declined, expired. They do not work. They're fake.
What school you went to? Trump University? What's this?
What is this? And then she's like, she even calls him out like you're full of crap. So what are you gonna do? Like, what is your plan? What are you gonna do to show me that you're serious? You're gonna say, I'm gonna go to the bathroom.
Yeah. You take me for idiot.
He laughed.
That's what it is.
He laughed in her face at that moment.
Yeah. He went to go bother Stacy Lacey, whatever the hell her damn name is. Your focus should be on the fiance in front of you.
If you want this to work, and I'm asking you how will it work? You need to give me an answer. You're not going to the bathroom. You're avoiding it.
And that was her last straw.
That would have been mine too. When I said, I said she needs to leave that ring. And what she do, she left that ring.
I didn't want her to even bother asking him, so what are you going to do? I would have just been like, this is, I'm done.
Yeah. You got to really,
because you're playing.
You got to really think like, how many chances am I going to give this person? I mean, say that, but it's hard.
Yeah.
It is hard, but
especially
when it's engagement and time, so much time wasted, you get to a point where you're just fed up and you're drained, mentally drained. Like, it's not good for you.
And what does he bring for you? He doesn't like benefit your life in any way because you're just tired of his shenanigans, constantly tired of his shenanigans.
And it's come to the point where my friends would send me videos of you at a speed dating event. You're a joke.
Yeah. And you're laughing in my face by lying to me?
Yes. Like, you have to go. You have to go.
Yeah.
Shout out to you, Alicia, for, standing up for yourself and taking back what's yours. Okay?
He thought he can have his cake and eat it too, because he was entertaining other women. And the idea of her ever leaving him was like something he would never believe. Yeah. And then when it finally happened, homeboy was sick.
Sick to his stomach.
Sick. And I said, stand up.
Because that's what men do. They wait until you're fed up and leave to start to act right and realize what they had is gone.
I mean, he's stalking her at this point.
Yeah,
he is stalking her
on everything. And she made him pay private. Like, no, you can't see me.
Yeah.
Now you want to act right? No.
The idea of her possibly being with someone else got him sick to his stomach.
They do that. They do that so often. They act so lax. They get real comfortable. Then as soon as you like, I'm out, they're like, oh, no. They want to switch it up. No.
Yeah, because he literally said, she's not going anywhere. Like, I know how to finesse her anytime she comes up with this. So what are we doing with this marriage? I know what to say because I'm a doctor. And I can psychoanalyze her and get her to thinking and confuse herself that she just leaves things
alone.
And
I almost thought he had her. I thought she was going to be like, yeah, you're right. But she stood up for herself. So I'm happy to see it.
So Brian is strange. We're happy for you.
Trash.
You may leave now.
Thank you so much for coming. Thank you. But we will see you in a few. I think we'll see her right now. Because we also see, we talked about Lacey and Brian. After like a crazy night, they wake up together.
Where?
At Brian's house.
What episode? Did you jump to season 2?
No, it was a finale episode.
No.
Episode 6.
No. Oh, okay. Yeah, I didn't see that
Yeah.
part. Sorry.
No, it's fine.
I thought when Jason had that moment with Carmen and then like they started playing music, I thought the credits was about to come on.
No. They had a little Easter egg for us. We see that Lacey and is it Lacey and Brian wake up together. They had sex. They had a wild night. And, someone's knocking on the door and he's real chill and lax about like, oh, who is it? And it's a freaking Alicia. Like, if you it could have been a possibility of it being Alicia. So if you don't peek through the window, it could have been like even Jason or one of the crew. Like, I'm sure y'all want to keep this on the low. Like, you're just too comfortable. And then, Alicia's like, can we talk? First of all, Alicia, why are you there?
You need to stand 10 toes down on what you said.
Stand your ground. Stand up. Because why are you knocking on this man's door talking about, can we talk? There's nothing to talk about.
Weak in the knees.
He needs to be begging on your door every day. And then
Alicia,
what killed me also.
You almost had us, girl. You almost had us, girl.
We were all rooting for you. How dare you? Lacey's there just like, oh my God. Like, she doesn't move either. It's just awkward craziness. So, but we felt that was going to happen. I just wasn't expecting it at that moment, but we knew it was going to happen.
Definitely knew what was happening because their chemistry, the way they had this love-hate relationship, and she was weak in the knees from her moment with Steven. She was embarrassed, she went straight to the ball, probably.
She did.
And he weak in the knees over Alicia.
Absolutely.
Straight to the ball.
So that's where we end with them.
We'll have another chat with y'all.
So Eric and Lisa are newly married, and their main hurdle that they have to go through is the in-laws on both sides.
Mm-hmm.
You got Eric's dad. Both of their dads, actually. Both of their dads are given kind of like an issue. Lisa's dad wants the best for his baby girl. Like, he wants to give her everything, pay for this, pay for that. And Eric's dad is just he's a sweet guy, just a little bit overbearing, borderline racist. Just a little bit. Borderline. The line is very thin. He
got some work to do.
Some learning.
He got some learning.
Going to Lisa's dad talking about, does he know any gardeners? Why? Why are you asking him that?
Why would he know gardeners?
Why? Asking Lisa, wanting to watch telenovelas with her. But this is his form of bonding, just trying to get to know her better. Yeah. Sweet guy.
I mean, the whole asking her to call him Poppy, absolutely not.
That was a bit much. That's where we want to, cross the line. We're not doing that.
Eric should have been spoke to his father about this.
Yeah.
However, Eric, to me, you're lying too early in this marriage.
Yeah.
With the whole not telling your wife that your whole father was coming over,
like,
to her home.
Yeah, and I'm in my negligee. Like, what are you doing?
I'm sorry, husband?
Come on. Regardless if you feel I'm going to say no, we need to have a conversation about it. Can you at least give me a heads up?
Yeah, you thought you can win me over with some pancakes and I'll be like, hey, father-in-law, of course you come in.
No. We need to have a conversation because you would be pissed off if I did that.
Yeah.
You know it.
He's also a bit prideful.
A bit?
He is prideful. Okay. He knew that Lisa was accustomed to a certain lifestyle.
Uh-huh.
He think that she about to downgrade to his level. She's like, I'm sorry, but I'm used to luxury. I don't know what to tell you.
Yeah.
But we're going to find a way to get there.
Because now they're at the point where they're talking about getting a home. Her dad's like, don't worry about it, sweetheart. I got you. But, Eric's pride, like, no, we going to figure it out. And I don't know if he's not working right now or he's just going to get a better job. But he doesn't have that.
So he got the principal job.
Yeah, so I guess, it didn't really start yet. So he has to wait for, the money and stuff. So the mom, Lisa's kind of like, let my dad help us. And then we'll be good. Yeah. I don't see a problem with that. But men and their ego.
We don't see a problem with that because as women, we are used to wanting security. Yes. And men are like, I'll work for that. Right. Like, you just be patient. And it's like, absolutely not. Because I in a way I can't trust that you'll do it. I'm not sure because of what you're showing me so far. Like, you're so prideful. You're not willing to accept any kind of help. Like, that scares me.
But I also,
especially if it's family.
Yeah, and I also feel like it could go another way where it's like, let's say Eric always let her dad help. Then it's like, you don't do nothing. My dad does everything for us. Like, it could be thrown back in his face too.
That's true.
It's kind of no winning here.
There's no winning.
But I feel like a middle ground. Like, let the dad help you get the house, and you maintain the house.
Yeah, but again, what if he can't maintain it?
He got a new job. He can maintain that. And if you're accustomed to such a luxury lifestyle, why'd you date him?
She loved him, whatever that
means. Then the luxury doesn't matter.
It does to her.
Well, you should have chose a different groom.
It does to her. I don't know what to tell. I don't have the answers.
You know, you're supposed to have the answers. So they're dealing with that. But good luck, Eric and Lisa.
We wish the best.
I don't want to see divorce. Let's keep this marriage train running.
So we're gonna end things with Carmen and Jason.
Let's talk to Jason really quick. So we do see that his boss, his job is very racist. You know, give him all the black clients because he can deal with those people with the neck rolling and the eye rolling. So that was his final straw. He said, you know what? I'm about to start my own firm. So boom, he grabs the other guy. We're going to do it. So he also runs into, how did he run into Carmen?
Who? They just ended up at the bar together.
Yes. So after a bad date, I want to talk really quick about this date.
Please, you go ahead, because I was disappointed in this single mom.
I am so disappointed. Let me tell you something. If your babysitter cancels on you, you cancel on that date.
That's how it works.
It's a domino effect. Okay?
It sure is.
And that's it.
There is no bringing your child to meet a stranger.
And then you're going to go to the bathroom and leave your child with a stranger?
Stranger danger? Have you not heard
of how zone exists? What are you doing? You do not know this man.
Miss Girl, how badly did you want to meet Jason? Come on.
How bad? I know you said 2 years since your last date, but how bad? It's never that bad. And then your son has the nerve to be bad?
And you oblivious to it?
Just laughing? This is not funny.
This is normal?
He needs to get beat. I'm sorry. He is so bad.
And how are you getting to know a man in a romantic way with your child sitting right next to you? Like, how does that work?
I don't understand how it works. And I was upset with this whole sequence. It's never that serious.
The fact that she said to him,
"Thanks for understanding me having to bring him along. I can't believe my babysitter canceled on me last minute and I couldn't find a replacement."
So this was your idea?
Because, you know, if let's say I'm dating a guy and he says that, like, oh, babysitter canceled. Okay, next time.
Yeah.
Don't worry about it. Don't worry. You don't gotta worry about me. Don't worry about me. Because I'm not.
I don't want to see you that
And
bad.
if that's the point, if you're bringing a kid, should we go to Legoland? Like, what are we doing?
We just ate bread. That's all we did here because she had to dip out of there early.
She had to. So after a traumatic date like that, he goes to a bar. He needs a drink.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so he's at the bar and Carmen knows it's his, like, that's like his go-to bar.
Yeah. What are you doing here?
So she talks about how her and Mark, is it?
Sure.
Broke out. So now it's like, oh, well, if you single and I'm single, let's see what's up with the what's up. Mistake number one.
Right.
And they go home together.
Yes. But sis lost her mind within a week.
Didn't she? I thought I was crazy.
Within a week.
I thought I was crazy.
Okay. Hey, baby. I hope you don't mind. I still have the key. I am going to go put my stuff down. I'm going to change that terrible blanket you have on your bed, and then I'll be ready.
I was disgusted. Girl, stand up.
No, she's so excited about him opening up his new firm. She's like, oh, I could decorate it. We could do this. We. Like, she's talking French. We. And I think at that point, Jason it wasn't clicking. Like, yeah.
Her behavior had him back in therapy within 2 days. He's like, I don't know how I got here, but my ex done moved into my apartment. Like, she's making decisions for us as a couple again. Like, I don't know how. Help me.
Like, how? Because for me, like, okay, so we already know Jason and Carmen broke up because of the ultimatum. Like, she wanted to get married. He didn't want that. And so time passed. You almost got engaged to someone else. It's been a week or so, and they have a fight about, like, where is this going? But I was kind of on Jason's side because, like, we just got here.
Yeah, I was so proud of him. His maturity. And I was disgusted with her because he's like, it's been a week. I don't know if you know, it's been 7 days. Yeah. And we're not the same people that we were a year ago. Yeah. So we need to get to know this new version of each other and see if we are meant to be together. And she's like, what do you need to know? Like, stop playing these games.
Yes, exactly. Because it's like, I think for her, she wanted him to be sure, like, this is who I want to be with. Like, I don't want to be with no one else but you. But maybe true, but like, we still need time. Because so much time has passed, but we haven't even spoke. Like, I know some people, I feel like if they had to, like, common communication, it'd be a different story. Because, like, you know what? Let's get all the noise. Let's really commit. But it's like, we still getting to know each other. It's been like a year. Let's see.
It has been a year. And you were literally engaged to someone else, like, last week.
Yeah, so, and he even asked,
do you want to be with me? Or do you want to be married?
He's asking the hard-hitting questions.
You need to be in the therapist chair. Because you're asking the questions. You need to be.
I was here for Jason. Yes. I was here for these questions.
It was real. And it wasn't like a guy like Brian who's like avoiding the questions. Jason was real like, okay, let's see what happens. These are the facts. What do you want to do?
Yeah. I get she wants clarity, but it's like she expected them to jump right back to where they were. And like, girl, you living in a fantasy world. That's not how that works.
I think also for me, what was baffling to me is just like, you haven't spoken to him in so long. And the reason y'all broke up was because of the future. So you need to see, like, does he want this? Is he a changed man? Why are you trying to jump into somebody that you don't know if he changed?
Yeah.
You don't even know anything about him. Oh, so Jason says, I never said I didn't want to be married, but I just got to do it on my time. So, and then she's like, what about my time?
Yeah.
And I feel like that's a valid argument because I feel like women, we always kind of move on what the guy wants to do. When does he?
Right.
When does he want to propose? Like we do. I was on her side with that one. Like, what about my time? It's not all about you.
Right. It should be about we. I get that she's trying to avoid a repeat of the last relationship, but sis lost her mind. I was just like, honey, there's no way you honestly think y'all about to just jump into a relationship. How?
And so she packs her bag. So she's fed up.
When a woman's fed up.
And we go to the opening of the firm, the celebration, and she decides
a few weeks later
to show up.
Wow, Carmen, surprised to see you.
Hi, Jason.
She scared the hell out of me when she showed up. I thought she was there to kill him because the way she was standing, she was just like,
she is weird. She's weird.
I said, why are you in this quiet hallway? What is this? Were you even invited to this event?
She's like, I wanted to, congratulate you. You could have sent a text.
Yeah.
And then once he said, offer her a drink, she said, that's not a good idea. I said, she's with child.
She's pregnant.
She with child.
She's with child.
Ain't no way.
Ain't no way. You here for no reason.
Because you could have sent a text message. Ain't no way.
You here for a reason, and it's to put on a show.
And did she?
Front row tickets. We had front row tickets.
Standing ovation. Round of applause. That girl put on a show. She lost her mind.
Again.
Okay.
Carmen, we're talking to you.
We're talking to you. Like, they had this awkward, conversation, and then it just went left. And, like, I don't think it was fault to him.
He was honest with her. She wanted clarification once again, as if she wasn't at the last.
We had that. Were you there? Were you there?
Because you left. Maybe your soul left before your body. I don't know. She's like, again, I just want to know, like, what's going on with us. And he's like, honestly, I just feel like we lost our rhythm.
Yeah.
She was like, okay.
I agree. Because you haven't matured. He's like, whoa. Me or you? Whoa.
I said, sis, why are you doing this? Why are you doing this now? You could have did this over lunch next week or something. You knew he had an event. You knew this was his party. Why are you coming with this energy?
Why? And then so he said, "This is not the time or the place.
Maturity.
You have to go. You have to go." And then she's like, you don't even ask how I'm doing. If you did, you would know that I'm moving to DC. He's like, what? Like, that threw him for a loop because, like, what do you mean? Okay. And then she's like, oh, and another thing, I'm taking my baby with me. Whoa.
Not even that. It's more of,
I didn't come here to bring your night down.
Liar. But I'm taking my baby with me. And I said, where else the baby gonna go? You can't leave it on the street.
You can't. And you wasn't gonna leave it with him because he's not mature enough.
Right. He just found out.
Wow. So she dropped 2 major bombs on him that she's moving and she's pregnant and you ain't seeing the child, basically. It's like, whoa. It's a lot.
Yeah. If we can't be a family unit, you can't have this child with you in your life. That's what it's doing.
Petty and very immature on her end.
QCC. Yeah.
Let's go. Wrap it up. Let's go to the question, comments, and concerns.
Now, Miss Carmen, there's a reason why this man said we need to take time to get to know each other. Because I'm pretty sure he never thought that the woman that he loved would pull this card on him.
What card?
I'm leaving and I'm taking our baby.
Oh, okay. I see what you mean. Yeah, right. The woman he knows, she would never.
Who are you right now?
Who is this? I have so many words that I have no words because this is ridiculous.
I was so disappointed.
It's ridiculous. Like, I felt like usually very rare, very, very, very rarely we're on the guy's side. I feel like Jason, very rare. This is a rare sighting. Mark this down in history. I feel like Jason handled it very maturely. But, some women don't want to hear the truth and they want things to go their way. So it's like, I'm here. You need to want to be with me. I came back for you, so you need to want to be with me. But it's like, when a guy tells you something, you need to believe it the first time.
Yeah.
That's it.
There is no changing his mind. Even if a child is involved, there is no forcing him to be with you now. You knew that if it wasn't us being together, then it was going to be a problem. Like, you can co-parent if you take the time to really think about what the heck is happening right now. I get it. You're pregnant. You got a lot going on. But for her to be all up in his face, talking about get out my face. And I'm like, you came here.
Dropped the bomb. And wanted me to just be chill. Like, what? That's a lot for him to process. And it's like,
right.
Do you think that she is lying to try to get a reaction out of him, try to get him to commit to her, and then she'll be like, "Oh, I don't have the baby."
I don't think she's lying. I think not you taking a sip. I think she is pregnant because we do need that. We love a drama.
Love it.
We love drama. That's why we're hot right now. Because this is what we've been looking for.
This is type of high level drama that we need. Always.
At all times. So shout out to y'all. Good job, guys.
For love of Jason because we love the drama. For the love of the drama.
We love it. Mm-hmm. So yeah, I think she is pregnant and very excited to see what's going to happen with season 2.
Yeah.
Do you think she's pregnant or you think she's lying?
I don't know. Because she gives me crazy enough that she would lie. That's what she gives.
But I would love that too. That's the crazy part. Like, I'm here for it either way.
His life and, get everything for the baby. And she's like, what baby?
Who's pregnant?
No, when I said baby, I was just talking about like my dog. She gives me that.
He would be back in the therapy office every other day.
But I want her every day. But I want her definitely to be pregnant because I feel like the whole purpose of the show is for him ways of him to get his life together. And this ain't no way for you to get your life together quicker than when the baby's involved.
Mm-hmm. But then he also got this new business. That was about to be his baby.
Yeah, so it's a lot. And that's life. Life can hit you like a ton of bricks. And welcome to the real world, Jason.
Yeah. And then he also got his mom, who's been wanting a grandbaby for so long. Now she gonna be in his ear, probably pushing him to be with Carmen, even though Carmen did this disgusting act.
And
he's not gonna see her the same way.
He moved to DC.
He ain't going to nobody's.
He ain't going.
I don't think she's even going.
So you think she's lying about the job?
I don't think she's gonna leave. That's just leaving. What I think.
And she's taking the baby.
She ain't going nowhere.
Probably not. I mean, will this be a wake up call for him? Not a wake up call, but will he be like, all right, let me give her what she wants so we could be a family?
If that happens, do you think that she would be like, okay, I won't take the job?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes. Because she'll be like, I got my man, I got my baby. I can find a new.
What I need a job for?
What I need a job for? I can find a job. They hiring over there. They hiring everywhere.
That ain't a problem. That ain't a problem
So,
at all.
absolutely, she would stay and have this family for sure.
Carmen, I did not expect her to be crazy like from the first episode.
That's
So
I'm
now,
like, is this the same girl? I was so confused. Like, we met her briefly, but she never gave crazy.
She never gave this kind of crazy where it's like, who's that on the phone? Who's calling us? Like, whoa.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry, we can't stay. We can only stay for one drink. Like,
I did not
what?
like her.
It was just stand up. Behave yourself.
And then she went, she was yelling at him about like, oh, I decorated your office. I did all this stuff. He was like, he didn't ask you to do that. And that's a lot of problem. Like, women give so much of themselves to these men that aren't even their boyfriends. Like, you're giving a husband, a wife, what's the word? Stuff. You're giving stuff to them that's for your husband or your wife, and then get mad when they don't appreciate it. Well,
who told you to do
told
that?
you to do that?
Nobody. You took that upon yourself. Who told you to move in? That's what I'm still stuck
She got real comfortable way too quick. We need to have conversations.
Even his friend was like, "What you doing here?"
But I feel like also Jason should have nipped it in the butt early. Like, let's slow down.
That's another thing. I think that's probably why he went to the therapist, because she's like, I don't know what keeps pulling you back. You have a mouth. Like, I'm surprised he really didn't like tell her early on, hey, let's slow down a bit.
Yeah.
But
or like as soon as they're like, look,
so,
if we're gonna do this, let's try to take things slow. Or no, you don't have to help me decorate. Like, I don't want that too much of you. Like, he just kept taking it off. That's definitely where he falls short.
So we're gonna see what's happening with them in season 2. All right, so let's talk about Brian and Lacey and whatever is happening there.
Well, we knew they were definitely gonna cross that line. It was just a matter of time. I am disappointed. Like, at first I wouldn't mind it, but I just felt like, I felt like Lacey liked the Steven guy, and that could have been something really cute for her. Something different.
You think she's like self-sabotaging in a way?
Could be.
I think it is self-sabotage because she know what kind of man Brian is. She know he is trash. Yes. Why are you associating yourself with him? Why? Through your vagina.
Yeah, and you know his situation. You know he's engaged. I mean, he ain't engaged right now, but still, like, why would you want that in your life?
What if they end up having a baby?
Nobody got time. Nobody got time for that. But do you think, Lacey will end up being the side chick when he takes Alicia back?
I think she will accept that role. She seems like she self-sabotages. And sis, you have a new show coming out. Behave yourself. Focus on that.
Yeah, you don't need to be even out here dealing with anybody. Just focus on yourself, girl. Like, I think that she definitely felt like she didn't belong in Steven's world. But it's like, who's to say? Like, they welcomed you. You just have like insecurities that you need to work on. So it's like, as she feels like, I don't deserve that type of guy. I deserve a guy like Brian, who's trash.
Damn. And so many women think that too. Mm-hmm. Steven, I liked his energy with her. Like, I like how straightforward he is. He was wealthy. Yeah. He wasn't playing no games. He was honest about everything. Like, Brian, that's who you choose?
That shit?
The man with no credentials?
Like, what?
Okay. Is that your king?
Is that your king? I really want to know. I don't know. We'll see. I want to know what Alicia has to talk to Brian about. There's nothing for her to talk about. I mean, obviously she still loves him.
I want her to get in contact with the therapist that Jason sees, because we need to understand what keeps pulling you back to someone like Brian. Love and comfort.
Absolutely. And it's like, it's one of those things like, do I want to start over? Do another 3 to 5 years?
Yes.
Should I just set him?
And it's also the question Jason asked: do you actually love him, or you just want to be married?
That's the one. That's the theme. Do you love him, or just want to be married? That's what it's giving. Even with Eric and Lisa, do you love him, or you just want to be married?
That is a good question.
Yeah.
Married.
If you love them, it don't matter where y'all go. Y'all living in a shed, a mansion, a house. It don't matter. I got you.
Yeah. But again, when you're in your 30s, you're like, what is the next
move?
The
next move? And I don't want to start over.
Because there's piss out there.
There's piss in the dating pool. It stinks. Dating
and I was
today
comfortable with what I had.
It's horrible. Like, it's such a struggle, and I'm seeing more and more men specifically are so afraid of commitment that it's ridiculous. Just saw Tay Diggs on some channel deny his relationship with April. Like, we don't know what's behind closed door. He said they're not together. He's like, we're having fun.
Oh my God.
He said, and the interview was like, oh, I'm sure people want to know, like, the commitment. Like, what is it? He said, yeah, I'm sure a lot of people want to know. Like, he would not answer the question.
Embarrassing for April.
Yes, like, you cannot tell me they were not a couple.
I was convinced.
He's like, yeah, we're having fun, we're having a good time. Wow.
Why are men?
How are men? And what
are men?
Where are men? Where?
These are the hard-hitting questions.
These are the ones we need answers to immediately. This is what we're dealing with today. Interesting.
Yeah. Oh, I have one more question. Do you think season 2 is going to be dealing with COVID?
I mean, I actually prefer it because I don't want to see it. I don't want to talk about COVID. Like, we live with it so much. So if we can watch TV without it, I prefer it. If you sprinkle it in there, sure. Maybe the mom or somebody will get COVID. I don't know, but I don't want to see it. You want to see it?
Yeah, I don't really care for it.
No.
I think for me, the only thing that would be interesting is to see like Eric and Lisa, like when everything shut down.
Yeah.
You know how like a lot of couples finally learned a lot about
Okay.
each other.
That'd be good.
Because it's like you're with them 24/7 as opposed to like after work, early in the mornings. You're literally learning who this person is.
Exactly. Okay, I'll take that. Like, because that broke a lot of couples. A lot of couples
divorce rate was skyrocketing.
A lot of couples did not make it out alive. Okay, they didn't make it.
And even for like single people, like Brian and Lacey, like were they quarantined together? Were they sneaky link? I would only be interested in seeing something.
Carmen dealing with her pregnancy in the quarantine.
If they do COVID, that means she didn't get the job because a lot of people lost their job, so she ain't go nowhere.
All right, so that makes sense. That's why she ain't going nowhere. Yep, that makes sense. That's interesting to see. All right, so we'll be back next week to talk about season 2 of For the Love of Jason. We're gonna get really into it. I'm excited to see what they're gonna bring to the table. We definitely love season 1. How many stars in season 1?
Season 1, we're gonna go with. I'm gonna give it a 4.
Right.
4 stars.
That's a lot for Mary. Mary does not give high. She does not give higher than 2.8. Okay. I'm gonna give it a 4. A 4 is real cute. A 4 is good.
Mm-hmm.
Acting was good. Writing was good. Production, great camera work.
Yes.
Yeah, sounds good. So yeah. But until next time, y'all, you can follow us on all social media platforms at Seriously Podcast. I'm Brittany.
I'm Mary.
And you can also watch us on Black Oak TV. Bye, guys.
Bye.